Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Heyday, or welcome to Phoebe's Heyday. Um, I thought I would share with you all just a little bit about how I farm, of course. We all have a slightly different strategy, but just a few days ago, one of the girls in my hood said, Phoebe, how is it that you always seem to have products when people want them or when you need them? And so I'm going to show you today how come I always have a lot of products. So first of all, I'm going to start out here by seeing what these little town visitors want. Well, it seems like they're always asking for our tools. They want either our axes, our saws, our shovels, our pickaxes. Well, they're just not going to get them, are they? We work too hard to get them. Excuse me, I've been getting over a cold and these allergies. Sorry about that. Um, excuse me. Anyway, she's not going to get my shovels. Hold on just a second. Ah, that's a little bit better. I haven't been streaming in the past few weeks because of having the cold and the cough. But I just sent her on her way. And let's see what this little girl wants. Oh, we can afford to give her the bananas. We have 20 of them. So we'll just go ahead and pass those on and get her out of the way. And the reason I'm selectively serving these guys is if you look in the achievements, I have only 1,897 out of the 2,500 to get the patronage 3 achievement, which would give me 3 diamonds. So I selectively serve. I don't want them to be taking products that I need in order to play the game. So, like I said, I am very selective about what I give them. Let's go ahead here and I'll show you. I have a lot of products to collect and put in the barn. Hopefully I won't run out of space. So let's just take this one. I am going to have about 75 spaces in the barn. So I'm going to go ahead and collect that. And we will collect these. These are also giving me lots of experience points. Now I'm just going to go back and show you on this guy, for example. Um, I have 22 of the veggie bagels, so I like to keep about 20 of everything in my barn. So I'll sell the difference. I can make my coins that way, and I've also added to the XP by going ahead and overproducing. Um, a lot of benefits to keeping your machines all loaded. So let's go ahead and move on up, collect some popcorn, and I'm going to see if we can put anything else in there. 18 and those 3, I'm going to have 21, so I don't need to put anything in there. 22 there, 21, so I don't need to load the popcorn machine. And moving on down here to the pie oven, we'll collect those. See, I got 27 points for the fish pie, and we'll see what we need to put in there. I think I'm kind of low on bacon pies. I am. Um, as you can see, I had 12. There's 2 waiting to bake, so I'm going to go ahead and put in 3 more, and that will bring me up to 17, and I'll still have to go make more in order to have my 20 quota. And we'll check on the cake oven as well, and I know I need those, but I'm out of honey, and I got enough of those. And we can focus on the lemon cake as well, try and bring that up to my quota. This is my own personal quota. You will find what is most comfortable for you to maintain and keep in your barn. We'll collect those guys. And whoa, what did I see? 52 XP for making that one? That is fantastic. Hey Mulder, how are you doing? Okay, so we're going to go on over here. And this machine really pays off very well. 57 XP there. And let's check and see if we need to load more. We got some in the making, and I think I'm overproduced now, which I will sell the difference. Like I said, I want to maintain 20 in my barn at all times. Uh, we're out of cream on that, so we're going to wait a little bit. Quesadillas. No, that's nachos. Sorry about that. Um, we're going to have an overproduction of those as well. We'll, like I said, sell the difference, make them coins, and collect the pasta. You've always got to have pasta, so I'm going to go ahead and load that up. And soup machine. Um, I don't recall which one of those I was most short on, but I couldn't do it. Whip. I need the cream there, and we're not going to buy it. And I have my tomato soup in the process there, so I'll be reaching my quota there. And I'm sorry, yes, my friend's book is full. I need to do a little house cleaning on that friend's book and make room for some new people. I don't really have contacts with a lot of them that's on there. Okay, let's go ahead and collect the cheese. And I have Ernest, so he's going to be keeping me in cheese as well. And he's kind of fallen behind on the production for the cream. So we'll just get right in there in his way and make our own. Um, we have sugars going, and we have plenty of those. Thank you, Ernest, for your generous manufacturing of the sugar. And we'll collect these guys. Use a lot of salsa when you're uh, using your taco machine. And what do we need to put in there? Oh, low on olive, mayonnaise. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and load this with olive oil because I'm going to be needing that to make more mayonnaise. I always run out of mayonnaise because I make a lot of sandwiches as well. And I don't need to put anything in that machine. Um, I had this on a booster earlier trying to get the jams made faster, but you can only make like 3 jams for the time allowed on the booster. They need to shorten the time for those jam machine. Takes just too much time as it is. And can we put in some honey? Yes, 0 honey. Let's go over and see if we can collect some nectar here. Or honeycomb. Here we go. And finish loading the honey machine. And we have 3 left over that we can come back and load up later. And I'm making dresses here. I have a lot of things already loaded, as you can see. 2 minutes this machine will be empty. We don't need that one, nor that one, or that one, and we're going to beat our 20 quota there. I'll probably circle back around here later. Can you go through the smoothie maker? Okay, here's the smoothie maker. What level are you, Mulderg? I try to keep 20 of these as well. Um, I don't make a lot of the berry smoothie because on the berry smoothie, you can always find those for sale. If there's things that I can find in the newspaper, I will jump to the newspaper and buy those to free up my machine to make the things that you don't find very often in the newspaper. And you do see the green smoothie now and then, but not as often as you do the berry smoothie. Uh, I seldom see the yogurt smoothie in the newspaper, so I will focus on making that. And excuse that, palm touched it there. And the mixed smoothie, I cannot recall ever seeing that in the newspaper. Maybe I get the wrong newspaper, but I haven't seen it. You're just 20,000 XP away from level 57. Olive trees. Oh, you cannot have enough olive trees. I have I probably plant olive trees just about every day. As you can see, I have some there that I could harvest, but they're part of the deco, so not going to harvest them. Come on down and I'll show you. I've got a few. These are not dead. I'm just waiting till the derby so somebody can have some or revives for their help task. Now this group of olive trees here, I would go ahead and harvest them because I kind of put them in a group. And I'm going to shift this baby over here and save it for the upcoming derby. But like I was saying, you cannot have enough olives. Um, One of the things I will not do is I will not crowd my silo with fruits. Uh, the, I will with the crops, but not the fruit trees or the bushes. And the reason for that, I need the space so I can hold all the crops I want. But you can always jump out here and harvest your tree to go and to make something for your machines. Um, so let's go here and I'll show you molder on this sauce maker. It takes, well, then hold that open. It takes 3 olives just to make one bottle of the olive sauce or olive oil. So you will want to keep plenty of trees there, olive trees there for that. Um, I harvest the olive trees daily. Um, you know, not all of them are just a select few, but you got to, as soon as you've harvested the last ones, plant more. You cannot have an overabundance of olive trees. You also use the olive oil and other things. Let me go over here and show you some of these salads. Nope, not that one. That takes the mayonnaise. You can have olive oil to make the mayonnaise. And this one takes the olives itself. And this salad takes mayonnaise. This one takes the olive oil. So you can see why you have to keep producing olive oil. It just goes into so many things, and I seldom get ahead on it. I'm 20 ahead right now, but just as soon as that olive oil is made, I'll throw in some mayo, and there goes the olive oil. So you have to just keep producing that. Um, One of the things I won't waste my time on this machine is making the soy sauce. That takes well, it did take 3 hours, but it looks like I'm down to two. I'm fully mastered now, so I'm down to 2.5 hours. Um, I try to send Tom out for that, or I try to get it from the newspaper. Um, you have to learn you have to learn what best suits your strategy. Mine is to not make the products that takes a really long time, except on the jam machine. Um, but anytime I see the jams in the newspaper, I grab them. It just saves me that much more time, and it comes in. I help all of my hoodies out, and I seldom ever have to ask for any products. I One thing I don't do is, excuse me, yeah, keeping up with the uh, Mulderg says that he has unlocked his sushi maker and the rice, the last level, and he cannot keep up with the rice. Rice isn't so terribly bad because it only takes 45 minutes to grow that rice. So it's a fairly easy one to keep up with. I don't make a lot of the rice noodles. Uh, I've been fortunate to find rice noodles go in the chicken noodle soup, and I've been fortunate enough to find that chicken noodle soup in the newspaper. Um, a lot of your products that use a lot of the other ingredients, if you can find the newspaper, grab them. Um, I know it's costing you coins, but you make up for it in the long run. Um, I was coming over here to show you here neighborhood request. As you can see, it's blank. I've never requested anything, but I am constantly giving. Uh, we'll scroll down here and you can see how my hoodies have been donating. It looks like this has been reset. Um, some of them have been away, but you can see what some of them have donated or what they have requested. Uh, Here I am. I've donated 48 items on this during this session, and I have not requested anything. My I do have my second farm there, Little Fee. Um, she's donated 19. This must have just reset in the past couple of days, but she's not requested anything either. Um, so, keeping a lot of product on hand, it saves you time and it also earns you the XP. And when you go and donate to people, also, you get the XP. If you're filling crates on someone's boat, you get XP. And if you fill your orders to your okay, Mulder, I really appreciate you coming. Have a nice day at school today. Where do you live anyway? No one else will see this and I won't repeat it because when I close this, the chat's gone. Where do you live? Well, look who's there. Mr. Leon, how are you? I'm surprised Leon showed up today. I just went to my RSS Leon and someone bought what I had there in the shop. And you know who that was in the shop? It was that Summer, which is okay. If Summer wants to buy from me, it's fine. It looks like she's learning how to move around a little bit more, which is good. Um, I don't know if I really want to buy anything from the newspaper, but I'll look anyway. See, Mulder, here's the berry smoothies on sale. 10 for 54.72. I don't need them, but I'll just show you. You can usually find them on sale. I wouldn't waste my time making those. I'd focus on making the other ones. Um, that's one of my strategies to play in the game. I had started maybe about 10 minutes ago, Leon. Ah, you're in Canada. So I'm just collecting my products and telling a little bit about the strategy. Um, One of the things when I start filling up my machines, if I run out of eggs and I can't harvest eggs, I'll buy them. I bet I buy 50 to 70 eggs a day from other people, plus harvesting my own. I have enough there I can harvest. Thank you, Leah. This is I don't like making long streams. I think you lose people's attention after a while. You want to try and do things to keep them interested and involved. Which, since I'm here on the chickens, um, I can recall back when I lived on the farm. I'm going to share some of my true farm experiences here with you. The winters where I grew up could be very cold as well, even though we seldom had snow. And if we did have snow, the snow would only last on the ground like a couple of hours. Hello, Meow. How are you, darling? Anyway, farm work is like 24/7. A farmer never truly has a day off unless it's raining real heavily, but he still has to take care of all the animals. And there's always feeding the cows, the pigs, picking eggs from the chickens, milking the cows, feeding all the other animals. There's always a lot to be done on a farm. So generally in January and February, my mama would start collecting eggs from the hens, and she would sort of call these out. And she would place the ones in the basket that she felt were good eggs. I mean, she had no way to determine what was good other than hold it and look at it with her eyes. But she would place them in a basket in the kitchen to keep them warm. If you refrigerate eggs, you can't incubate them, so you want to keep them at room temperature. And all this time that while she's collecting eggs, she would be observing her hens and see what hens were starting to set on a nest for long periods, and that meant that that would be a good hen for her to place the eggs under, and the hen would incubate the eggs for her. And it takes about 21 days before the little chickens start hatching. And you can see they're hatching by observing the shell cracking. And the little chicken inside the shell, he's going to start poking holes from the inside out. And in that process, he cracks more of that egg. And eventually, he can just break free of all the eggshells and start taking a few little wobbly steps. Now, duck eggs are just slightly larger than a chicken egg. And my mama would collect those as well. And one year, though, she was only able to get one duck egg. So she put that duck egg under the chicken. And of course, it hatched in 21 days, just like the chickens did. And the mother hen starts prancing around the chicken yard with her little parade of chicklings and one little duckling. And one day, she kind of paraded too close to this drainage ditch. The little duck took off running and jumped into the ditch and started swimming around. Well, the mother hen was creating quite a commotion, and all the other chickens were getting excited about that little chicken, they thought, being in the water. And I guess they thought that little chicken was going to drown. So eventually, though, the little duck came out, and my mom had already gone out and checked on it, and she kind of shooed at the duck a little bit, and it finally, climbed out of that little pool of water. And they did a little marching procession of the hens and her little duckling and chickens started all over again. And we named that duck. We named the duck Duck. What else you can name a duck? But just a little bit more about eggs. We never raised turkeys. Turkey eggs are slightly larger still than what the duck egg is. My mama would always order from the farmer supply. She would always order her turkeys from there. One of the reasons why you would have so many chickens on the farm is that when a chicken was about 2.5 months old, you would actually slaughter the chicken and pluck the feathers and freeze it, and you would have food for the winter. On a farm, you grow all of your food. And Mom would do the same thing when she didn't have enough chickens hatching. She would buy them from the farmer supply. And thank you, Meow. She says my voice is very soothing. But anyway, getting back here to the farm, we collected our eggs. And I noticed over here that my bunny rabbits have fallen asleep. This is another way you get XP. And by feeding your pets, you also can earn something. There, I got a saw. And I don't think my other animals are ready. Nope, they're not ready. But the donkeys are. Donkeys are always ready to eat. They are greedy, lazy. They eat so many carrots and run around for a few minutes and go back to sleep again. What a life for a donkey. I'm going to collect some of my crops here. As you can see, I'm getting a few XP, 7 for each little field going up there. We'll go down to the town and then I'll close this off and you can see what I've done in my town. I'm not going to replant anything. And I got a land deed there from harvesting something. I have been experimenting on my third farm, and for every 63 fields that I have a crop in is when I get a reward. Sometimes it's 62, sometimes it's 64, but it's always right in that number. Has anyone else noticed? I'm going to go ahead and plant these. I'm going to be needing them. Has anyone else noticed how often you get a reward when you plant your crops? And it's got to be the same crop. I mean, like I won't collect a reward from these peppers or the onions unless the total for that being harvested is at that number 62, 63, or 64. Then it resets and starts to count all over for that single crop. What else do we need here? I don't keep a lot of indigo or pumpkins. If I need them, I usually run into the newspaper. We got onions growing. We're going to be needing potatoes. Sometimes they're a little bit difficult to find in the newspaper. And like Moldberg was saying, he has trouble keeping up with the rice. I'm going to go ahead because I'm going to be making some rice noodles and that'll take a lot of it. Okay, let's go on down to the town. Did you guys like last? Oh, I'm trying not to make it too long, meow. How'd you like the Derby last week? The one that was so loaded with all those trains, and it seemed like there was having to go to the town and about every task that we had. After a while, it start running out of resources. This guy needs some cream, and I'm not going to hold him any longer for that, so I'm going to go ahead and let him go. I, my cream's going to be a while before I have any made. Collect from these people. Someone was wanting to know how I stack in the town. I think that was Leon, so I will show here. Let's see how many do I have in the gift shop. Do I have anybody ready to go to the gift shop? Here we go. Um, okay, just send this guy over to the gift shop. And let's go back and send them all to the gift shop. If you do all the processes from your town hall and not disturb the guys that's waiting in front of the gift shop, that is stacking for the in that gift shop. Now let's go back over here and I'll show you how you have to feed them. You got to do everything from the town hall. Okay, now I can give him what he wants. And what does he need with a sunbonnet? Hope it's for his mom or his sister and it's not for him. And serve him. See, they're all served and I didn't disturb the guys in front. So I can hold those guys in front of the gift shop until maybe I'll have in a derby I can have a task where I'd only have to get maybe, say even if I have to do 23 people, I'm already there. I've got these people all stacked and ready and waiting. And later on this afternoon, I will go ahead and prepare my town and stack it up so it'll be ready for the derbies tomorrow. If the first derby task that I get, if it should be for 23 visitors in the town, boom, I can have that thing closed out in less than 10 minutes. 320 points on the board for us. So go ahead and just see what we're going to get here. I need hammers so desperately so I can upgrade some of my shops. Let me check and see how long I've been going here. I don't like to bore you guys with a long stream. It's only been less than a half hour. No, I'm going to try and keep streams under an hour. A lot of people have short attention spans and they have other things to do. They don't want to be tied up listening to a bunch of junk. So we're going to go ahead and take care of these people. And check over here. The animals don't need to be fed. I fed all those earlier. Got the beach cafe here. This is like a double, triple tap process to get these buildings all cleared again to reload. Alright, we'll just get in here, and this is one way that you can free up some space in your barn, is by going into your town and serving these people. just keep them going here. And I'll go back to the town hall. I've only got 20 people here in my town hall. So later on, I'm going to go visit somebody and one of my neighbors here and get some more uh, visitors so I can serve them up. Okay, I'm going to go in here and serve these people right away. I already have some waiting in this bed and breakfast, and they have just a little over a half hour before they are finished. I like to serve my visitors the bed and breakfast first. You know what? Let's go back to that bed and breakfast and I'll show you. I have this maxed out on the time at 40%. That's the most time that you can upgrade these to. But on the experience and reputation points, I think you can go up to 60%. If you increase those 60%, well, I'm at 40%, so I'm just going to show you here. Watch the little box here. This guy's going to give me 264 XP and 38 rep points. So when I increase that to 60%, just for what I served him here, chances are I'll probably get over 300 XP and maybe about 40, 42 reputation points. So that's why you want to try and get your town upgrade as much as you can. I, as a suggestion, I would focus on reducing the time on that bed and breakfast. That's just, 4.5 hours, that's just too long. Well, no, it's about 4 hours and 50 minutes. Originally, it's over 7 hours to serve somebody in that bed and breakfast. I think a lot of people avoid that. But I'm greedy. I like to use them all. I like going for all those points. Let's see what some of these guys here will give us. Okay. 632 XP. Not very many reputation points, but I'd rather have the XP. So let's see what someone else is going to get here. Maybe this will be a little bit more. He's going to give us, it's not a lot, 513. And this guy, he's not going to give us a lot either. Let's go check I had a guy the other day in the cinema that gave me 1980 experience points. And that was on, I think he ordered 2 jelly beans. Hello, Yuri. How are you? I don't have anybody in my spa or my diner. And he's going to give us 315 XP. So see why I say the town is a place to go to get all the XP. If you're wanting to level up, I would just think when the town is on an event and you get double XP, you can't, that you just can't beat that. I have kept track of how many XP I have gotten from when I collect from all my guys in the town, and I'll usually have just about every slot filled up, but maybe 3. I've gotten over 10,000 XP just by collecting from them 1 round. So if I collect from them 2 rounds, I've gone to 20. If I collect them 3 rounds, I've gone to 30. And that can all be done in just maybe 8 to 10 hours a day. You go in here, load them into the buildings, serve them, go do something else, which is what we're going to do right now. Leave the town. And I think I'm going to be finishing this up here shortly. You're a little bit late there, Yuri. I'm not going to make long streams. I don't want everyone to get bored. And I'm going to collect a few items here. And let's see, on the cookie we got 10, 5 in the process, and we want to reach our 20. So we'll still just be 1 short. And we collect this nachos. Keep forgetting which one's nachos and which is quesadillas. Collect the carrots here and see what we can replant. Still short on carrots. I like staying between 170 to 200 on these basic 5 crops. These are our main crops, really. Those are used for just about everything. Oh, here's some more carrots here. Forgot I had 2 planted. I'm in the need of a new farm design. A lot of times I won't grow wheat. I'll go out and buy it for 1 coin or 10 coins, but never over 10. So let's do some more. This is going to give us about 220 carrots unless I use some up. And these little patches here, I just put things in that I think I might need so I don't have to go buy them from the newspaper. Getting a little low on strawberries. So we'll go ahead and let the strawberries grow over there. I've done just about everything I can in the town. Told you guys a little story about the chickens, Mama and her chickens, and they're not ready to collect. I do have Ernest and Rose, Big Butt Rose, taking care of the feed. I like it when I use up the chicken feed. Rose will go ahead and make me more. You don't have to worry about that. And that comes in handy if you're doing an animal task. Uh, you can get most of your points in the task from the chickens. So I try to jump ahead of Rose over here. I let her go. I'll jump ahead and go ahead and I'll feed some of the animals that she has down there. And those add to your points for the task as well. Um, I don't do mining except for what I need, or I'll try to buy it because mining is just too easy. I I like to save the tools for the others in the hood to use for their task, and I don't have anything to put in there, so we'll put that in, and I'll be on the lookout for some more ores in the newspaper or from my hoodies. They like to mine all the time for the diamonds, so I'll let them supply me with ores. Take the easy way out. Okay? I don't see anything else I need to do here on the farm, so I'm going to call this off right now and close it up and go do some laundry and household chores. Uh, my least favorite thing is having to do real work now. So, okay, guys, thanks all for coming. I really appreciate it. I didn't say hello to GS. Thank you, GS, for coming. Meow, Leon, Yuri, you guys go out there and make some XP. And I will see you guys later. Bye now.